The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk Online is a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users, on demand on iTunes and on YouTube. Also on my blog, GaryBaumgarten.com, where you are encouraged to post your comments whether you agree with me or not. And thanks to our good friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio, we're syndicated across the United States into 12 million additional households. I am your host, Gary Baumgarten. I welcome you to the show. We're waiting for a call, and actually Boaz is trying to reach out to our guest today, H.T. Link from the American Red Cross, very much concerned here on Paltalk about the fact that the disaster services folks at the American Red Cross have expended all of the money that they have raised for disaster services for the year because they were fighting the floods in the Midwest and a hurricane and a tropical storm and now another hurricane to come. And as many of you may know here on Paltalk, a number of the users of Paltalk have been opening up a hurricane disaster relief room in which they have been raising money for the American Red Cross. And we are anticipating that room will reopen again this weekend as Ike makes landfall probably on the Texas Gulf Coast on Saturday. While we're waiting to hear from H.T. Link, I've got a couple of very interesting and important program notes to bring to you. First, tomorrow, Alan and I will be traveling to Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, for the Hold Your Feet to the Fire event at Capitol Hill. Every year, about 50 radio talk show hosts from across the nation go to Washington for the Hold Their Feet to the Fire event. It's designed to draw attention to the debate over illegal immigration in the United States. News Talk Online on Paltalk.com is the only internet-based show participating. Hold Your Feet to the Fire is sponsored by the Federation for American Immigration Reform. Joining me as guests tomorrow at 5 o'clock New York time will be Monica Ramos, the wife of one of 2 U.S. Border Patrol agents imprisoned for wounding an escaping drug smuggler, and Anita Shaw, the mother of Jamil Shaw, Jr., a high school football star who was murdered allegedly by an illegal alien just blocks from his home in Los Angeles. So rather than talking to the members of Congress who they made available to us, we thought we would talk to people who are directly affected on all sides of this issue of illegal immigration. And you'll be able to talk to them directly tomorrow. On Thursday, here on News Talk Online on Paltalk.com, in Paltalk Studio B in the morning, we will be bringing you live, uninterrupted coverage of the 9/11 memorial service here in New York City. And then we will have 2 people who are experts
Guests ready.
Yes, I know. 2 people who will come on to talk to us at 5 o'clock New York time about their memories of September the 11th and the healthcare issues faced by the first responders and the recovery workers still today, 7 years later. So we will be spending the bulk of the day on Thursday remembering the tragic events of September 11th, 2001. Right now, a potential tragic event heading our way here in the United States. It's visited, I believe, Haiti and now Cuba, and on Saturday, as a Category 2 or 3, they are projecting it will hit the Texas Gulf Coast, although who knows, it might be stronger, it might be not as strong, it might take a turn, but always prepared is the American Red Cross Disaster Services. Unfortunately, they've been called into service a lot this year because of the floodings in the Midwest, Hurricane Gustav, Tropical Storm Hannah, and now Hurricane Ike, and they need our help. so they can help other people. Joining us live from the field in Louisiana, where he is helping to prepare for the arrival of Hurricane Ike this weekend, is a very tired Red Cross Disaster Services spokesman, H.T. Link. H.T., welcome to News Talk Online on Paltalk.com.
Thanks, Gary. It's good to be here. I appreciate the chance to call in.
We appreciate you taking the time to join us. I know that you were in the thick of it. I believe you were in Texas for Gustav and in South Carolina for Hannah, and now you got a bullseye on your body once again for Hurricane Ike.
That's right. Actually, I was in Texas for Gustav. I'm a volunteer for the Red Cross from Southern California. Then I moved down to Miami because we thought Ike was going to do a full-on shot on Miami and the Keys. Now it turns out that it's going to pass by and come back in, probably, as you say, around Texas. I've been moved back to New Orleans. And the reason I'm in New Orleans, not Texas, is we've got other people going there. We've still got a huge operation going on in New Orleans and in southern Louisiana that people don't really know about, and that's one of the reasons why, as you say, we are in desperate need of financial assistance from the American public, who've been so helpful in the past, and we just hope that they're going to step up to the plate again in the future and help us out here.
Well, I don't know if you heard in my introduction before we got you on the line, you may have missed it, but a number of people here on Paltalk have gotten together every time there is a disaster like this, and they open a Red Cross donation room. It's been called in the past 2 sessions, and will again be called probably this Saturday when they reopen it, the Hurricane Disaster Relief Room. Folks, you can go there, hear some good music, and make contributions to the Red Cross. You don't have to wait till then. You can go to www.redcross.org, or you can dial, if I'm not mistaken, is it 1-800-RED-CROSS to make a donation, HT?
That's right. 1-800-RED-CROSS is the way to do it. Redcross.org is another way. And we even have something new this time for those who live and die by their text messaging. You can text message, you can donate $5 to the American Red Cross just by text messaging the keyword GIVE, G-I-V, and the text address is 2HELP. That's the numeral 2, H-E-L-P, or for those who are numerically challenged like me, it's 24357. And that sends a $5 donation to the Red Cross. And, anybody who can't do anything else, if they at least do that, will take the help because we surely need it now.
And you got a feel for the people on the Gulf Coast who, of course, were commemorating Hurricane Katrina when Gustav decided to visit, and now they're in line to be hit once again by Hurricane Ike, which they say could come ashore as a Category 2 or a Category 3, which could cause some significant damage, especially in areas where infrastructure is already weakened by a previous storm. And even as you prepare to help people on Saturday and Sunday, you are still rolling up your sleeves